most frequent questions I get from service coordinators or anybody who's serving on a Sunday is related to the overflow space. Currently we have our wall up here in the NPR, so I can't fully show you a whole setup, but that changes kind of frequently based on what needs are happening in the building. Most of the time we do a hybrid where there's tables on the right side, like there are right here, and then underneath the screen they would have some rows that would work their way back. That usually fits about 140 people, and that's plenty for the space most of the time. But the couple things that I wanted to show you were related to lights and sound, so that if I'm ever not here, you could do it without me. You'll notice on the wall, first I want to show you lights. Lights, typically in this room, we do not want to have the big overhead lights on. Those are the ones that look, well, they're not coming on now, but the ones that look long. We want the little pot lights on. So all these switches that are just those up with no dimmer on them, we want them on the off position. These are the dimmer switches. As you can see, I have them all up. Right now means they're all on. And typically what we do is we pull them all down to almost nothing. And so what that does is it offers a little bit of light in here. That's even a little bright the way it is now. For a little bit of light in here, you can see the screen, but you can also see where you're walking. But feel free to change those as needed. When you're done, make sure those all go to the office. Everything else that I'm going to show you, someone from the tech team could help you with this, but if you want to get a head start with them, feel free to go ahead. But I want you to know that you can always call on them to come in, and they're actually supposed to come in, just depending on how busy they are. Sometimes they don't make it, but they know how to do this. But I'm also going to tell you, when you arrive, it should probably look something like this. Computer, there may be some items around. You're going to want to take the cover off the soundboard. You're going to want to go down to this bottom button here, and there's going to be a blue button. Right now it's in the on position, but if I were to flip it down, it would be in the off position. That needs to be on. And then you can adjust the sound accordingly. You'll see on here, computer, auditorium, headset, you're only going to be dealing with the one that's auditorium. And when you slide them up, they should slide together. Sometimes they don't. So those usually come about to there. And then this one right here would stay in the halfway point. That's how we have it usually on a Sunday, but also checking in is a great plan. The other thing you will need to do is get this remote here. And you would come over here and you would push the power button to turn it on. You might need to get close to the actual thing. You can see it's right there. But you'd push it on and you would be able to see what's happening in the auditorium. You can also see these 6 buttons right here. Pushing those is going to change the feed that goes onto the screen. So you're going to want to make sure it's on the correct one, which I believe is DVI-D. But like I said, you can always check with the tech team. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to turn on the actual speakers. So you should at this point have the screen on, you should have the board ready to go, and your lights should be good. I don't know if you can see exactly where I'm at. Sometimes it's hard, a little perspective here, but I'm here by the front screen and the black panels. Back here behind the wall, if I were to come up on this side, you'll see a switch right there. I usually tell people it's about at my height. You can see they flip on when I can probably hear that click. There's one on the other side, so you just walk over here, walk past the tables, and do the exact same thing behind the wall here. Easy peasy.